Now back to the Best of Imus, where we turn our attention to Charles McCord, Imus's right-hand man for over 30 years. How has he done it? Well, I had a chance to sit down with Charles to find out how he's endured those 3 long decades with Don Imus. Charles, you've been with Don Imus for over 3 decades. Did you ever imagine what you were getting into?
I can't even state that figure.
Then maybe I guess the first question is, how have you been able to survive working with Don Imus for 3 decades?
A lot of people want to know that. Let me just say that I enjoy cocaine because it's fun. No, drugs never entered into it, thank God, but
At least not on your part.
No, not on my part. Oh, my God. My cohort, bless his heart. No, I mean, it's been, to be serious, it's just been a nightmare.
Honesty is exactly what we're looking for in this interview, Charles. What were you doing when you got this job with Imus?
I was working at the NBC-owned and operated station in New York, WNBC, and many years ago in 1970-71, back when dinosaurs still wandered the earth, Don Imus came in from, he was hired out of Cleveland, and I was doing morning news at that point, and we were thrown together in that particular, I guess it was a serendipitous thing for me, certainly it was, and we've always been together pretty much since that time.
Did you have to interview with him for the job?
No. Since I was already there and established doing morning news, I mean, he had to, you know, he had to deal with me. Did
you like each other right away?
Not at all, and we don't to this day.
Which is
probably why we've survived.
I was going to say, that explains the chemistry, Charles.
There is no chemistry. So.
How do you think your job on the Imus in the Morning program has evolved over time, over these last 30 years?
Oh, well, I mean, when we began, I used to be a far straighter news person, and it has frankly become more of a Bozo the Clown thing at this juncture. But no, I mean, he still has such tremendous respect for information and for news, and it has evolved. I mean, I do some of the writing and so on for the program, but and participate in some of the foolishness, but have somehow always maintained an increasingly thin veneer of some sort of integrity.
You know, you joke about your relationship with Don, but it's clear that you have a solid friendship. How has your friendship developed over the years?
How's that clear? Where are you getting that impression?
It's clear to me. I know, I guess the secret is out.
You're right. You're absolutely right. I have great respect for him and for his abilities and his talent, which is extraordinary. I don't think there's, you know, I think he is unique, really, in broadcasting and has been from day one. And it's interesting how he has evolved, you know, over the years to become really the significant authority and important person that he is today.
Well, it's so remarkable to me to be a part of this show now, and even to be here talking with you and to talk to him on and off the air, because I grew up listening to the Imus in the Morning program.
That hurts. That cuts to the quick. We carrying your little lunch pail
and my Barbie doll. You know, we were joking about Imus's drug use at the beginning of this, and he's been very open about the fact that there were some very rough years there where he was engaging in pretty heavy drug usage. You stuck by him. You were there by his side, professionally and personally as his friend. Were there ever moments where you thought, this is too hard, I can't do this?
Yesterday. Yeah, several times. Every day last week. No, you know what? Honestly, no, because he is such there somewhere in that core system. There is an awfully good person, you know, who did have all of the problems that he has been so open about. You're absolutely right, and has helped people as a result of his candor.
What was that time like for you, though, to work with him when you saw him going through such a rough time?
Well, you know, what do you do? That's the first thing. You don't know what to do, and it was a bizarre period, and I don't think that I really did a heck of a lot to help him. I wish that there was more that I could have done, but as he will absolutely say, it's something that he has to come to some sort of a bridge to cross within himself, and he did that, and he walked across it, and he's been terrific ever since.
I know he has said that your friendship and your loyalty got him through a lot of the rough patches there, Charles.
No, he's a moron.
Why the loyalty to Don Imus?
Well, my God, what has he given me? He's given me a career that, you know, a career and a lifestyle and a livelihood that many, many people would, you know, just kill to have, and I have been the lucky one.
Did you ever think that was going to happen to you when you started out in radio news and broadcasting? Did you ever think you'd reach this level of fame?
This level of celebrity?
Yes.
In the first place,
hobnobbing with, you know, Beyonce over at Marquee.
I don't do that. I go home and clean out. He called me last week. He said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Well, right now I'm washing out the trash cans."
Oh, it's a very glamorous life. The Imus family.
So, you know, but it has really been, he's been awfully loyal to me, a wonderful friend, and sweet to my family, and, you know, that will never be forgotten.
One of the things that the audience is just starting to get to know about you, Charles, is that you are an accomplished pianist.
Oh, shut up.
And
I am not an accomplished pianist.
When did you start to play?
Well, I started when I was a child, but I got angry over having to practice and quit when I was about 11.
Just like me.
Exactly. And I regret it now. I kick my butt every day for having done it, because I could be a contender.
I still regret it, Charles.
And I resumed my education musically when I was about 55.
Never too late.
Gap. But I take lessons today from a wonderful guy, a young man from Israel, as a matter of fact. His name's Itai Gorin, and he is brilliant. And I take lessons from him, and am privileged to do so. And the I-Man is insisting that I be able to play for what, for me at my level, is an extraordinary challenge.
And you're going to be doing that on the air, on the show, in the fall.
He's demanding it.
And he's selected the piece.
I'm hoping one of three things happens. He will die, I will die, or the sun will explode.
And then I will have to play the piano on the Imus show. Final question for you, Charles. Fondest memory?
Oh, my gosh. Probably, you know, the fondest memory was the day that I knew he was coming back after having been furloughed, as we call it, to Cleveland. The day that he came back to New York City, and we were back together again. That is certainly one of my fondest moments in my, what we laughingly refer to as this career.
Charles McCord, thank you so much.
Thank you, Monica.